Hello everyone. I wanted to get back to you quickly with a video explaining how to use Screencast-O-Matic, the screen recording software that we showed you today, how to use it within Schoology. The computer I was using at that time just wasn't cooperating, but I believe that I'm on one now that will work very well to show you how it works. The first thing that you will need to do is to make sure that you go to the Screencast-O-Matic site, and I'm going to type that in, Screencast-O-Matic, and it essentially comes up there as a part of the search engine. Of course, I'm in Google Chrome here, and you'll notice that I'm logged in under my SWCC Google account. So we will go to the Screencast-O-Matic site, and when that comes up, it's going to give you the opportunity to be able to create a free account. Go ahead and do that just in case that needs to coordinate with the Schoology page. And I've already done it, so mine is here, but what I'm going to do is log out to demonstrate how that will work with you the first time you see it. So if you've never created the free account, and even if you have, you'll want to do another one with your SWCC account, just click the sign up. It's free. Then once you do that, it should give you the opportunity to be able to log in or sign in rather with Google. So simply click on that, put in the necessary information, and then once you do, a page should open up like this with your initials, and everything should be set up correctly. You'll notice that I'm logged in with my SWCC account. Once you do this, you can close this page. You really won't need it anymore. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to bother to sign out. I'm just going to close it. And then I'm going to go to Schoology. I'm going to log in to the Schoology app. Just enter your username here. If you've done it before on your computer, might remember it. Put in your proper password, and it should go to your home Schoology area. I'm going to go to my courses, and I'm just going to use the one we've been using together as we've been doing Schoology training over the summer. And now that I've set up an account with the school Google account, I should now be able to use Screencast-O-Matic within Schoology. So I'm going to go to Add Materials, and notice one of my options is Screencast-O-Matic, because this is a third-party program that we can now use within Schoology. I'm going to click on it, and in this case, you're going to notice the screen that comes up, and this is what it will look like once you get it set up. But the first time that you do, it won't look like this. I'm going to click Switch Accounts. This is actually the window you will see. And when we were doing this live, you noticed every time I did this, it just wouldn't work on that particular computer. But now, since I am signed in up here at the top right in Google Chrome, in my Google account, SWCC account, barry.graham@swcc.edu, now I should be able to log in with Google. And if it gives you a choice, then of course, all your Google accounts might come up. Just make sure you pick your SWCC account. You should be able to get in there with no problem. Now, this is the beauty of having this within Schoology. We now have the opportunity to do recordings right within Schoology by clicking New Recording. I've already done a couple here just to experiment, and this is another thing that's really cool. Notice it's saving my recordings. It's saving them here all within Schoology. So you can use these, reuse them, and you can sort them by most recent or most viewed or longest duration or title. You can also search for them. This is why when you do a recording, you might want to name it something that makes sense so that when you search later, you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to click New Recording, and you're going to notice when I do this, it's going to launch the recorder. It may be that you'll have to install the recording software if it asks you, but after you've done it at least once, you'll never have to do that again. This is what you'll see. You'll just see that it's launching the recorder, and this is what will allow you to record whatever's on your screen along with your webcam, if you want it. You can record with a webcam without. You'll notice on this recording, I'm not using a webcam. Oh, so I'm glad this happened. Notice in this case, it says download the launcher. So it's going to go over here and it's going to begin to download the launcher. And once the launcher is installed, I can record whatever I need to do on my screen. Okay, here it is. And then once again, notice this is what you saw before. This is what you would see even if you launched it through their website, but you don't have to do that because this is now within Schoology. So I can record my screen, the webcam, or both. In this case, it's really nice to be able to record both because your face can be positioned on the screen, and then you can be able to use that as well. Notice it's kind of translucent when you're actually recording. That's so that you can actually see behind it, but it'll be nice and clear for the students once you record it. So once you're ready to record, just simply hit record. And I've got it going full screen, right now. 3, 2, 1, go. And so we're recording anything you bring up on your screen, PowerPoints, et cetera, it's all good. So again, we demonstrated that earlier today. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit the pause button to stop it. It's done. If I made a mistake, I can trash it. Just click the little trash icon. But if not, click done. And now I've got my options to edit, to quick share, or to save, unload. I'm going to save, upload it. And now this will come up actually in a little edit window, and I can do some editing, but it's very limited editing. I really wouldn't recommend that you use this for a full-scale video editor. It just allows you to trim the front side and the back side of the video. So again, this is what I was talking about earlier. You may want to use some good judgment in terms of how you title it in case you need to search for this video. So let's say that this was lecture 1 on anatomy. I'm going to upload it. Then it will go through a process. Now it's going to take longer than this because I just did a very short video. So if you want to go off and, grab a quick drink of water or something when you come by. Now look, notice this. Upload is ready to embed in your learning management system, which in our case is Schoology. So let's hit continue. And now when we go back to Schoology, it will be there for us. So let's make sure that I'm correct on that. And here it is. It's right there within Schoology, lecture 1 on anatomy. I can click play here and look at it if I want to, just kind of double check it and everything. But this ability to embed it is just so handy. I'm going to click embed. And when I do that, notice I've set the autoplay to autoplay. Just go ahead and leave that checked. That way, it'll automatically start playing when the student clicks on it. And I really think that's probably a pretty good practice in terms of what the student's doing. Now, for some reason, when I clicked embed the first time, it wasn't quite ready. Notice when I mouse over it, it kind of turns dark. So let's click it again. Now it's actually ready to embed. And when I go to the bottom, here's my lecture 1 on anatomy. And when the student clicks on it, they'll be able to see it there within the course. And there it is. Click play one more time. Oh, and so we're recording anything you bring up on your screen, PowerPoints, et cetera, et cetera. Now, there is one little drawback on this, and that's that you'll notice when I hit the button here that's supposed to expand it and make it a lot easier for the student to see it, it doesn't happen. This is a glitch in the Schoology system here that hopefully they're working on repairing. All right. So in this particular case, there's a workaround on this. The way to get around that limitation of not being able to go full screen with your video is in the way that you're going to post it on your class website, in the way that you push out the material. And here's the little secret that you can use, and I guarantee this will work great. Instead of saying, okay, I'll just insert a Screencast-O-Matic, do this first. Add materials, but add a page, and then you can entitle that page anything you want, anything that would make sense with that particular video. You could even put more than one video on a page. But let's just say in this case, you're going one video per page. So once again, we're going to say video 1 on anatomy. Go down here. And now what we're going to do is use our little insert content control here. Notice it also has a Screencast-O-Matic option among the others. And we're going to click it. And again, it's going to go to any videos that you've created in your course. Since you did this within Schoology, you have this option now. Lecture 1 in anatomy. Embed, again, like you did before. Now it creates a yellowish looking rectangle. That's because it's just not showing you the entire video until you create it. So click create. It created it on the bottom down here. So let's look at it. Now let's open it up. That opens up the page. And again, you can do more than one video per page if you want. But now notice what happens when I play the video. And so we're recording. I'm going to mute it so I don't hear myself talk. Now notice what happens when I click the fill to page option. It fills the entire page. That's your workaround. So the student can always do that. You can always do that. Hit the escape button to get out of the fill page. That's the way you work around it. After you've created your video within Screencast-O-Matic, within the Schoology platform, when it's time to add it to your materials, make sure that you create a page first, put the Screencast-O-Matic video within that page, and then create that, and then the student will have many more options there in terms of viewing the video. Works much better than just inserting the video. The student can still see it, it's just going to be small in that case. All right, well, I hope that helped. I'm glad we were finally able to show how it worked within Schoology. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time.